Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to online class. Now we are going to discuss 5J exercise in fraction. See the question. The European country of Monaco, with an area of only 1 4 by 5 kilometers square, is one of the smallest country in the world. Write 1 4 by 5 as an improper fraction. Now, what is they are saying here? A Monaco country, that area they are given in mixed fraction. I am going to change this mixed fraction into improper. That is the only thing I have to do here. So listen, solution, mixed. How I am going to change this mixed fraction into improper? Mixed into improper I am changing. So mixed is in the format of QR by D. See how can I change this QR by D into improper means Q into D plus R overall divided by D. The same thing, 1 4 by 5 I can write as to be 1 into 5 plus 4 divided by 5. So listen, 1 5s are 5 plus 4 by 5. So 9 by 5. I can change the mixed into improper. Now I can write the answer. Area of Monaco in mixed is 9 by 5. Write the unit. See, in the question they are given the unit as kilometer square. So for that I am writing the unit kilometer square. And when I am coming to the second sum, see, Anil runs a small business. He spends 2 by 5 of his budget on supplies, 1 by 12 on advertising, and 2 by 25 on taxes and fees. Does Anil spend more on advertising or more on taxes? See, they are going to compare the two fraction and which one is the more that we are going to write as an answer here. See, listen, take this advertising and tax and fees. Now I am going to write Anil spends on advertising. Anil spends on advertising is equal to 1 by 12. Next, Anil spends on taxes and fees is equal to 2 by 25. Now I am going to compare this. So by comparing 1 by 12 box 2 by 25. See, I am having here two different denominators. I am making my denominator as to be what? Same. Then I can compare the numerator. See, how can I make my denominator same? By taking the LCM. So LCM is 12, 25. The LCM is 12, 25. 2 6 are 12 and 25 as it is you have to write. Next, 2 3s are 6, 25 as it is you write. Next, 3 1s are 25 as it is you write. Next, 5 1 5. So the last is a prime number. So stop up to this. See, listen. Now you have to multiply all those things. LCM you have to do only by the prime numbers. See, listen. 2 into 2 into 3 into 5 into 5. See, what is this? 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. 12 5s are 60. 60 5s are 300. So listen, already 12 is there. 2 2s are 4. 4 3s are 12. Already here what is there? 12 is there. So what I have to multiple here? I have to multiple here by 25. Here already 25 is there. So I have to multiple by 12. Here also into 12. So this is 25 by 300 and box 24 by 300. Which one is greater here? 25 by 300 is greater. So put the symbol greater than symbol. So 1 by 12 box 2 by 25. So now I am going to write the answer for this is Anil spends more on advertising. Anil spends more on advertising. See, I am going to compare the two fraction by taking the LCM. I make my denominator has to be same, and then with the numerator I compare and find out the answer. Next, I will move on to the third sum. See the third sum. Sumer ran 1 by 3 kilometer on Monday and 1 by 4 kilometer on Tuesday. How many kilometer in all did Sumer run on the 2 days? So you have to add this Monday and Tuesday, because what is the question they are asking means how many kilometers in all. So all is nothing but what? Addition. You have to add this. Now listen. Solution. Solution. Kilometer is the unit, so I can start with distance. Distance covered on Monday. Distance covered on Monday is equal to 1 by 3 kilometer. Next, distance covered on Tuesday is equal to 1 by 4 kilometer. See, this is in the mixed, so I change this into improper. 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 1 is 13. So 13 by 4 kilometer is the improper fraction. Now I am going to find out total distance. Total distance covered is equal to 1 by 3 plus 13 by 4. Listen children, here also I am taking the LCM. So the LCM for 3, 4 is 3, 1, 4, and this is what? 2, 1, 2. So my LCM is 12. My LCM is what? 12. Now listen. So already here 3 is in the denominator. Already 3 in the denominator. So I have to multiply by what? 4. already 4 in the denominator, so I have to multiply with what? 3. So overall divided by 12. So 4 plus 13 threes are 39 by 12. So what is this? 39 plus 4 is what? 43 by 12. So now I can write the answer. Total distance. Total distance covered in 2 days. In 2 days is equal to 43 by 12 kilometer. Now, a coin is toasted 100 times. If it appears 55 times, what fraction of the total are tails? So, a coin as having two faces. One is a head and another one is a tail. So, the head appears 55 times. So, I am going to find out in 2 steps. The first step, how number of tails appears I am going to find out, and the fraction of the totals or tails that I have to write. So now write the solution for this. Children, shall I write the solution for this? See solution. NO dot. This is nothing but number. If you keep dot, then only it is become a number, or else it will become no. So number of times coin toasted. Number of times coin toasted is equal to 100. Number of times head appears is equal to 55. Now, number of times, this is T, times head, and this is what? Tail. Tail appears is equal to 100 minus 55, which is what? 45. This is what? Number of times tail appears. Now, the total fraction of tails. Total fraction of tails is equal to number of tails appear divided by number of times coin toasted. Can you clear this? They are asking total fraction of tails. They are asking. Fraction means numerator, denominator. So, the number of times what is that? Tail appears divided by total number of times coin toasted. See, this is I can cancel this. 5 9s are 45. 5 20s are 100. So, my answer is total fraction of tails is equal to 9 by 20. Next, I'll move on to the 5th sum. See the 5th sum. In a football match, 3 by 4 of the crowd sat at the pavilion and 1 by sat on the grass. The remaining stood under the trees. What fraction of the crowd was standing? See, listen. Some fraction they are given, it is sat at the pavilion, and some fraction they are given, it is sat on the grass. The remaining are under the trees. So here what is they are asking the question? Listen, they didn't say the total strength. Just they are given the fraction. So here I am going to find out the fractions of the crowd was standing. So for that, what I have to take here, they didn't give the strength of the total strength, they didn't give. So what I have to do here, I have to consider that whole is equal to 1. I have to consider here whole is equal to 1. So this is, I have to consider this. Whole is equal to 1. Whole is equal to 1. Now see this fraction of crowd. Fraction of the crowd sat at the pavilion. Sat at the pavilion is equal to how much? 3/4. Now fraction of the crowd, fraction of the crowd sat on the grass. Sat on the grass, 1/8. Now I am going to find out the total fraction. Total fraction of pavilion and grass. See this, 3/4 plus 1/8. Here also take the LCM, 4,8. 2 2s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 2 1,2. Now my LCM is what here? 8. Because I have to add this two fractions. So see my denominator, it is a 4,8. So I make as to be a same denominator. So listen, what here I have to do? 3 into 2 plus 1 divided by 8. So 3 2s are 6 plus 1/8 is equal to 7/8. So this is the total fraction of pavilion and grass. Now I am going to find out the fraction of the crowd was standing is equal to, fraction of the crowd was standing is equal to, I am going to subtract this in the 1. The 7/8 I am going to subtract in 1. So 1 minus 7/8. So here also take the LCM. So 8 minus 7/8 is equal to 1/8. Now write the answer for this. Fraction of the crowd was standing is equal to 1/8. Thank you, children. We will see in the tomorrow session. I hope you understand.